Ostbattalions, from the German word Ost or East, were troops drafted into German service from prisoners captured from the Soviet Army. Most of these soldiers were from Asian Russia, North Africa, Russia, Ukraine, the Muslim republics of the Soviet Union, and other places the Germans had conquered. The Ostbattalions in Normandy area on D-Day were from the 709th and 243rd Static Divisions. The quality of these troops was so low that the German army had no chance to implement a defense in depth and fixed these men to fight from prepared positions that guarded the beaches. The German strategy was to use the Ostbattalions to defend from fixed positions, and German NCOs were ordered to shoot their own men if they tried to run away. Ostbattalions, from the German word Ost or East, were troops drafted into German service from prisoners captured from the Soviet Army. The German infantry was the mainstay of the German army. These soldiers were very dependable and much better trained, equipped, and disciplined than the Ost battalion troops. The infantry was organized into 9-man rifle squads, comprised of a sergeant, a 5-man rifle element, and a 3-man light machine gun team. In 1944, the German squad and its tactics revolved around the MG-42 machine gun. In the 101st Airborne Invasion area, the regular infantry were predominantly from the German 91st Infantry Division. The German infantry was the mainstay of the German army. These soldiers were very dependable and much better trained, equipped, and disciplined than the Ost battalion troops. This is the U.S. M5 Stuart light tank. Tanks like this landed in the first wave at Utah Beach and linked up with the paratroopers of the 101st Airborne during the D-Day invasion. Among the American tanks, the M5 had the least armor and the smallest gun. It was used primarily for reconnaissance, scouting missions, and light infantry support. The Stuart tank was armed with a 37mm main cannon, which was used against fixed positions and lightly armored vehicles. A 30 caliber machine gun mounted coaxially with the main gun, which could be aimed with the turret at enemy infantry. A 30 caliber bow machine gun, which could be used for suppression of enemy positions. And a turret mounted 30 caliber machine gun, which could be used by an infantryman riding on the back deck, just like Sergeant Baker can do in Brothers in Arms. This is the U.S. M5 Stuart light tank. The Sherman tank. Tanks like this landed in the first wave at Omaha Beach and linked up with the paratroopers of the 101st Airborne near Carentan. The Sherman tank was armed with a 75mm cannon, which was used most effectively against the sides or rear of enemy tanks. The Sherman tank. This is the German MP-40 submachine gun. The MP-40 was the standard German submachine gun of World War II and was the preferred weapon for squad leaders in the German Army. The MP-40 is 32.75 inches long with the folding metal stock extended, and it weighs 8.7 pounds. The MP-40 was a very lethal weapon at close range. Many Americans preferred the MP-40 over their own submachine guns and scavenged them whenever possible. In Brothers in Arms, you can feel free to take one for yourself. This is the German MP-40 submachine gun.
We're going to show you the E3 demo of Brothers in Arms. My name is Randy Pitchford, and I am the president of Gearbox Software.
Hello, my name is Colonel John Antel, U.S. Army retired, and I'm the Chief of Staff of Gearbox, also the historian and military advisor. So my job is to make sure that the game is authentic as possible, as realistic as possible, and as much an experience of World War II paratrooper combat as you can possibly make.
Right, and my job is to make sure that the game is really, really fun. All right, here we go.
You really get to know a man if you have to watch him die. The moment right before he realizes it's over. That moment that his face reflects every decision he's ever made. And that split second, you know what kind of life he led. And if he regrets it.
All right, look at this. This is Normandy in 1944. This is what it actually looked like. Check it out. You can actually go here today in Normandy, France, to this very spot, and you could look out over the city of Carentan. And it looks different. It's been 60 years, but a lot of it's still the same. That church, for example, is still there, and it looks exactly like that today. It's amazing.
And this year is the 60th anniversary of D-Day, but if you go back there today and you look at this ground, you'll see that a lot of it hasn't changed. And the Gearbox team has spent a tremendous amount of time and energy to make this terrain and this battlefield the most authentic experience you'll find anywhere.
Yeah, I like to joke that if you memorize the game, you could go to Normandy and become a tour guide. Look at this guy.
Sarge, check this out. I picked up a BAR over at that crashed glider.
That's Private Zanovich. He has a Browning automatic rifle. That's a light machine gun that's going to be very important to your tactics of fire and movement.
Let me show you somebody else that's important. This guy, Lieutenant Colonel Cole. He's a real guy. Look him up on Lieutenant Colonel Cole. This man's a hero. He's one of 2 men in the entire 101st Airborne in all of World War II that earned the highest honor, the Congressional Medal of Honor. And the other guy that earned that award in the 101st Airborne was also in this unit.
All right, Baker, this is how it's gotta be. You and your boys have to stop the Krauts from breaking through our line. You've gotta hold. No withdrawal. No one stops firing. If you run out of ammo, fix bayonets. Just don't let the Germans break through. Fight to the last, or the Krauts will flank us, and it's over.
Okay, I'm going to do that, but first I want to show you the assault team. Look at these guys.
Now, as we've said, Brothers in Arms is based on a true story, and these soldiers are true to life.
Hey Sarge, how's it going?
This is Corporal Corian. Corian's your assault team leader. He has a Thompson submachine gun. He uses that machine gun, which is very good for rapid fire at close ranges to close with and destroy the enemy.
Look at him. Look at his eyes. Look at his face. It's almost creepy.
You okay, Sarge?
All right. We spent a lot of time to try to create real people because as a squad leader, I make decisions that will affect their lives and their death, and those need to be important decisions. See, I've got my fire team over there and my assault team over there, and I'm their leader. I'm going to lead them. But first, you can see I've got a rifle in my hand, right? It's an action game. It's a first-person shooter, and I can fire this weapon by pulling the right trigger. Or with the mouse and keyboard, I press the left mouse button. I can also switch to another weapon, Thompson submachine gun. I can fire this weapon. I can switch between these 2 weapons, and I can swap them out for any weapon on the battlefield. It's kind of like, and it's as easy to play, but I can do something in Brothers in Arms that I cannot do in. I can lead my men. I can command them, and I do that very easily with the left trigger. I just hold the left trigger, or the right mouse button on the PC, and this appears. And this icon is a 1-button context-sensitive command system, and it allows me to lead my men. If I put it on the ground, my order is move to that position. If I put it on an enemy, my order is to attack the enemy, and I could lead my assault team and my fire team using this system. So I'm going to order my fire team, represented by that horizontal line, to move up. My fire team can fire on and suppress the enemy, to pin the enemy down with suppressive fire. That's why they're called the fire team.
Move up!
And the other team that I have is an assault team. It's represented with an arrow. My assault team is great for maneuvering on the enemy, for getting up close and killing the enemy, assaulting them. Fire and maneuver tactics are about suppression and assault. So my assault team is very important as well.
Now, these are authentic World War II tactics. The concept was to find the enemy, to fix him, to flank him, and then to finish him. Or as General Patton from World War II said, grab him by the nose and kick him in the ass.
That's what I'm going to do. Yep, use my assault team to kick him in the ass. Look at my men finding cover and using it. Okay, contact.
Contact, Germans.
Look at my men. They automatically engage. They automatically return fire. They have battle drills that they practice, standard operating procedures. That man's going to find a better firing position because he was out in the field there when it started. And then cover each other as some reload, the others fire, and suppress the enemy. See that icon there? That's a suppression icon. It can be toggled off. You can turn that off in the game, but it tells me what state of mind the enemy's in. Look, this guy's exposing himself. Got him.
Got him. Good shot.
Thank you. All right, let me show you something really cool. This is called situational awareness view, and it lets me get an idea of what's going on in the battle, so that I can make decisions about how to approach this problem tactically. See, these guys here, they're terrified. They're hiding behind cover. They don't want to die, but they're going to try to use fire and maneuver tactics against me. This guy is going to lean around the corner and try to return fire. He's in a tough position right now because I've got 6 men, 7 men, including me, all pinning him down. So they're suppressed. So I need to fire and maneuver. Now, the reason we give you situational awareness view is because we needed to give you some information about the terrain. You see, when these soldiers prepared to go into battle, they had aerial reconnaissance images and maps and sand tables, and they knew the battlefield. They memorized the stuff and rehearsed their fights. And so they knew the terrain before going in. You're not going to memorize all that stuff, so we give you situational awareness view. And it's pretty amazing. We went to the National Archives and got these photos out. You see this wall here? I was actually there. I've seen it in the aerial reconnaissance photos. And in this crossroads, it's exactly how it was. To the yard, it's been recreated. Our guys have walked this area. And last time they were there, they met a French civilian, 70 years old. He was 10 when this battle took place. And he lived nearby and in a farmhouse, and he witnessed this fight that is taking place right now in the game. It's almost like a time machine. Anyway, I'm going to fire and maneuver on these guys. I'm going to go over to the left there, to the crossroads, take my assault team with me, and we're going to flank them from the left, and we're going to get them. I'm going to leave my fire team here to suppress them, and I'm going to take my assault team with me, Sergeant Matt Baker. My assault team is going to go to the left, and we're going to flank and destroy this enemy. Here we go. First move to cover. All right, we're going to move along this wall to the flank. Don't step on that.
Notice how simple all that was. Randy doesn't have to tell the soldiers to do everything. They're fighting on their own.
Machine gun! MG-42!
Contact. Get him. Good shot. Good shot. You flanked him.
Oh, wait a minute. There's contacts over here. I got a problem.
Fire!
Oh, shoot. Somebody's hit. Looks like there's a machine gun up in that house there. Hold on, let me check the right flank over here because I think I'm going to have to get out of here and go back to that right. If I go out in the open and that machine gun opens up on us, it's going to kill us.
Yeah, the Germans have shifted their defense, so you need to move to the right. Let's see if we can try to flank them the other way.
Let's see if I can get these guys.
You need to brute force this or flank them. Can't flank them left now. Too much open ground. Good shot.
That machine gun doesn't seem to spot me.
Behind that wall and pull this one. Oh, good shot.
That's a successful flank.
Good job.
Here comes some more. You know, I'm going to have to abandon this flank and go the other way. That machine gun's opening up.
Yep.
Okay. Those guys spotted me now. I'm going to pull back and move to the right because that machine gun's going to tear us out. Assault team, come with me. I issued the fall-in command.
Okay, they're moving tactically like soldiers would.
Yeah, covering each other. using cover where they find it. My base of fire team is still suppressing that enemy, pinning him down. Look, the Germans are maneuvering too. See that? They're using fire and maneuver tactics as well. I shifted to the right, so they're shifting to the right. We have a system we call situational AI, and it allows our designers to give the enemies commands in the same way that I'm giving the allies commands. It's neat stuff, and it allows the enemies to use fire and maneuver tactics against the player and his teams. All right, so this guy's dead. We're going to cross the road here.
Okay, it's a danger area. Be careful.
I know, but we got to get across if we're going to flank him from the right. Better than flanking from the left.
Yeah, the machine gun can't get you from here, so you're probably better off.
Let they cover each other.
Go, go. Ooh. Brisky got hit.
Damn it! O'Brien's down!
Yeah.
He's hit!
Okay, that man was killed because I crossed a danger area, kill zone, without properly suppressing the enemy first. But I've got a great flank on these guys now.
Okay, now use the flank to your advantage. Take him down.
Suppress those
Watch it, you're taking fire.
He's trying to get cover from him.
Oh, somebody's shooting you to the right.
Grenade, I would take care of him. He's trying to get out of there. Got him.
Good shot.
Thank you. Look, he's checking on his buddy over there.
He's dead, Sarge.
All right, Obreski didn't make it. He cares about his teammates, so he went and checked on him. I'm going to bring my assault team
Move
up,
out!
my fire team up, and we're going to make a move on this house. I'm going to end this.
This is high ground. U.S. Army heroes.
That's how the invasion starts.
Oh, you gotta love the Army Air Corps. 100-pound bombs. Look at that.
Ooh. Okay, I'm knocked off my feet. I'm not dead. Simulate concussion with motion blur and desaturation. I'm okay.
Yeah, and sometimes friendly fire is too close and not very friendly.
Oh, John. All right, I'm going to make a move on this house, bring my assault team up here to cover me.
Go! Go! Go!
Assault rifle.
Get this guy. Get him, get him, get him. Good shot.
Not a good time to
Get
reload.
up against that wall already, you're going to get killed.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, they're dead.
I'm going to bring up an assault team.
Give them some cover fire or grenades or something.
These guys are pinned right now.
Grenade them.
Grenade. Fire in the hole.
Throw a grenade. Need you alive. Get him, get him. He ran away. Oh, good.
Oh,
Notice that German tried to run away from the grenade, but then he saw you and tried to shoot.
that is brutal. I love it. All right.
Take out that gun.
I could totally snipe him right here.
Do it.
No, I'm gonna tell my assault team to go get him.
Give him hell!
Always take the easy shot.
I want to see what happens. Oh, he heard
Okay,
him.
close combat. They're in the assault.
Ooh.
I think they got him.
He got my guy.
Oh, damn. Oh, got both of them. Told you to take the easy shot.
That was stupid. I was just curious about what happened there. All right.
Tough going up a set of stairs.
I know. Let me get my fire team up here and
Move out!
let's see. Carentan is under naval bombardment. Looks like.
Yeah, well, your fire team's still full strength.
Who's shooting on Carentan right now, John?
Right now, you've got the USS Texas firing 16-inch naval shells there on the town of Carentan,
Look at that. That's awesome out there. It looks like they got an AA gun over there.
and other naval ships.
Oh, I'm coming. Counterattack. I'm gonna get on this machine gun right here. Okay, those guys are suppressed. Oh, more contacts. Got him.
We got him on the
Pulling
run!
back.
Good job.
That guy gave the hand signal. He's the fire team
Okay,
leader.
take these guys down the right.
Okay, got him.
Up. Okay, German
Oh,
tanks. You don't have
Panzer
any
IV.
tank weapons. Get out of there.
Panzer
Put some
IV.
fire on that tank while you withdraw your squad.
Hold on, let me get my guys out of here.
Put fire on the tank while you withdraw your squad.
Oh, shoot.
Give them some cover fire. They're getting
Okay.
taken down.
Oh, God.
Take them down.
Oh, man. Oh, tanks are tough.
Yeah, and 2 tanks are tougher. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our new game, Brothers in Arms, and we're very proud of it. We think it's a very unique, authentic, and fun experience, and we hope that you enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it.
Thank you, John. I'll do better next time.
Cool?
Hua.
Waffen SS Panzergrenadiers were some of Germany's toughest soldiers and could be counted on to have more equipment, ammunition, anti-tank weapons, and overall firepower than any other infantry force in the German army. The Panzergrenadiers, which stands for mechanized infantry, were heavy infantry designed to fight in and around their armored half-tracks. Their purpose was to support and enable the fast-moving tanks and to keep the tank attack rolling along. The Germans believed in the concept of combined arms, using infantry, tanks, artillery, and aircraft together to overmatch the enemy in mobility and firepower. The Waffen SS Panzergrenadiers were some of Germany's toughest soldiers and could be counted on to have more equipment, ammunition, anti-tank weapons, and overall firepower than any other infantry force in the German army.
Baker! Baker, you okay? I think he's coming too.
He's fine. Get him on his feet. God damn it!
Fox 2, can you hear me? Can you fucking hear me? Fox 2, this is Fox 3. Answer me, damn it. Sarge, I can't get anyone.
Liggett, keep trying. We need armor now. We're all dead.
Hello? Hello? Shit, is anyone there? I need armor support now. I mean right fucking now.
Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Don't let him break through.
Get up, man! Get up!
Forget him, Jameson. He's gone. Get back on that machine gun. He's firing.
Come on, man, don't die. Hang in there.
Liggett, where's that goddamn armor?
He's gonna die. He needs help.
We're all gonna die if you don't get on that fucking radio.
No! God damn it! Trout bastard!
Oh shit, they got armor! Let's get the hell out of here! No one fall back! Keep firing! Don't stop firing! Get down! This is gonna be bad!
can take me. Take me.